Yes guys, welcome back to another video. It's the first video that you're seeing that we're in a new flat, which I haven't moved in with Tom. I wanted to, but he wouldn't let me move in. We have ordered basically the whole of the sides menu. As well, I say the whole of it. We've missed a few bits. We've ordered a lot of stuff though. We've got spicy burgers, we've got wings, we've got cheese poppers, we've got loaded fries. Loaded tenders. We've also got mac and cheese bites. I think we should just tuck in and fucking wing it. We're gonna waffle about a lot of fucking stuff that's been happening while we eat.
This is also my first experience of this as well.
Yeah,
so
it's your first sides.
my first sides. Yeah, they don't. Although I only live about 5 minutes from Connor, I'm outside the delivery range.
That's quite sad.
So.
I thought first topic we'd go to saying that I think you tried one of them, I've tried a couple. Prime now sponsors Arsenal.
Mental. Absolutely mental. I saw him bring it out and I was like, I couldn't believe it. I was like, my first biggest concern is there's not enough for the UK public.
Bro, the Emirates has got it
and
on
now we
Star.
know why. Now we know why.
Bro, that is massive. I saw the photo, I'll try and pop up the photo somewhere here, of Arteta doing the press conference as the blue raspberry prime there.
It's crazy, man.
Bro, it's like you're playing like a modded career mode, bro. Where you can add your own sponsors and stuff in. Like
His blow up has been insane, hasn't it? Like, obviously he's been working on it a couple of years now, but just going back to him at his old house, in his parents' house, creaming over Arsenal as a club, crying about Arsenal as a club.
I do that daily.
And now he's sponsoring them.
I cry about Arsenal daily. It hurts.
It's just crazy, but yeah, what a good deal. And it's good as well, kind of.
Seeing YouTube getting in there.
Seeing YouTube getting in there, but actually a supporter as well.
Yeah.
Actually being able to help with something in terms of sponsorships or however it works, but great business move for him as well.
Obviously Logan's in there as well. It's both their company. It is sensational, like, because everyone saw the whole JJ was like, JJ did a tweet like, this is mad sort of thing, and everyone was like, the last time he did that he released a Sidemen bandana, like,
Yeah.
what shit stuff are you going to try and sell us now, JJ? And then, bang, like, it came out and everyone was like, holy shit.
Ow, just...
He's also in a new Amazon documentary for Arsenal, obviously just as a fan, saying how painful it is to support the club.
What, he said that on the documentary? Have you watched it all?
Watch the first 3 episodes. Have you watched any of it yet?
It's really good.
It's really good. Oh, Becca's here as well.
Hello.
Yeah,
really
my
good.
next watch list at the moment. Finally decided to watch Stranger Things.
Never watched it.
No.
See, I'm debating whether to start it or not.
Yeah, so I was, I never had an interest in it. Then I thought everyone's raving about it, so I might give it a go. Then I thought, couldn't be bothered to watch it. And then next thing you know, I went to my friend's house before I went on holiday. He was watching the final episode, about 2.5 hours long. And I was sat there, not knowing what was going on, but just watching this. And I was like, this looks like a bit of me. So, got home literally, I think it was only this week, maybe last week, we started watching it. So yeah, had a bit of a heavy night on Friday, so Saturday was just in front of the TV watching football and Stranger Things. We're now on season 3.
That's good. That's good going.
So,
Wow.
So this is the thing for me. I'm one of those people, it annoys a lot of people, I'm going to annoy a lot of people by saying this. I'm one of those people that I need to see everything straight away.
Yeah,
So
I'm
like,
a binge watcher. So
I have to binge watch it, so it's like my favourite ever TV series, I've got 2. Sons of Anarchy, I never watched it until every single episode was out.
And we
And
watched
White
it on
Collar.
Christmas Day.
Yeah, we watched it all on, we watched the last 2 series all on Christmas Day during lockdown.
Yep.
And the other one is White Collar, and I can binge watch that every time. Like I can sit there and watch 10 to 20 episodes in a day and just be happy.
Well, what was it? It was
It's sad that I have to work and can't do that.
It was when Better Call Saul came out, the newest season of it. we sat down to watch it, and it got released one every 2 weeks. And we were like, watch the first one. By the time the second one came out, I was like, what happened in the first one? Also, what I didn't do is just a recap of the last episode to do it, remind me what went on.
Yeah.
So we've now waited. I think it's half of this season's come out, maybe a little bit over half, and I'm like, oh, do I start watching it again? But I'm one of those, once I'm hooked, I need to keep watching it. Like, I can't stop.
That's
It's
what's
the
hurt me with
personality.
the Amazon documentary. And it was like, they're releasing 3 episodes and 3 episodes in the last 2. But the thing you'll notice in it, everyone questioned what was wrong with Aubameyang. What is it about him? Well, the guy seems to be a knob. Like, he seems to be on a different wavelength to anyone.
He's just sat by himself, right?
He sits by himself, headphones on. Like, it might be
Headphones
one of
on.
those things like, it's what he does pre-match, right? But you've got all the players there, headphones off, jamming some music in the changing room, getting ready for a big game, or any game, right? And he's sat on his own, his headphones on.
He's always had a bit of an ego, though, doesn't he?
Yeah, he always has. But the thing for me is you're supposed to be a captain.
Mhm.
You're on a lot of money, you're not performing.
And now look at him. Look at the club he's gone to.
He's going to
Mate,
United.
Is he?
I thought he was going to Chelsea.
Well, there's rumours he's going Chelsea and there's rumours he's going United because United have just had a £9 million bid for Arnautovic turned down.
Why would they go for him?
I mean, fuck knows.
Well, it's more the joke of Barcelona, isn't it?
Yeah.
5 new signings, can't get registered.
2 new, Ousmane Dembele and Sergio Roberto can't get registered.
Mm-hmm.
They've only had to change the name of the stadium to Spotify's Camp Nou.
Why?
Sponsorship.
Oh.
To
They're
get
that
more money.
desperate for money. Right. The thing is as soon as they've lost Messi, and I'm not
It was a
saying this
Neymar
before-
problem.
Yeah, it was 100%. And the problem is they've never recovered from that. Then they lost Messi. They clearly lost revenue as a result of that.
Well,
But they have also never just financially thought to recover. They keep getting themselves because they had the same conversation last year.
well, this is the thing, right? So they sold Neymar for 227 million.
Mhm.
That summer, they bought in Ousmane Dembele for 110 million, and that January they bought in Coutinho for
That's what I
140
was saying.
million. They kept on trying to replace Neymar, that they put themselves in a position where they couldn't keep Messi. The one thing they had.
Literally. The fact he was going to sign on for barely anything as well, wasn't he? He was
And
gonna
still
take a
couldn't.
massive wage reduction, they couldn't. Now they're battling with Frankie de Jong.
Yep.
Try and get him gone. You see, Braithwaite got booed the other day.
Yeah. Well, Frankie de Jong's owed 20 million in wages and bonuses alone from the club.
But
They said to him, if you stay, you have to go back onto the contract you were on before we gave you the pay rise.
and do you know what's crazy? So, also to do, scroll through Facebook, you read the Facebook comments and see who the real keyboard warriors are. And there's some guy saying something about the Spanish economics. Don't know enough about it to properly comment on it, but he said how business in Spain are well within their right to do stuff like that, force you a wage reduction and everything like that. And
It's the thing over there.
yeah, and I was just like, that's crazy, man. Like, understand when it comes to some of the wages that these footballers are on, understandable. But on the flip side is there's that loyalty piece from him who opted to have a wage reduction last year, didn't he?
Yeah.
To help the club, and now they're throwing him under. Like,
Yeah, let's swerve away from football
mm-hmm.
for a little bit. Let's go on to the big news of the day on YouTube space. KSI's fighting Jake Paul at Wembley next year. We going?
We will be going.
I'm so excited.
No, we're going.
I don't care.
The other big news is it's sold out today. We're going to the Sidemen charity match.
Yeah, we are actually. Yeah, managed to get tickets. That was a yeah. So I got there at 4 o'clock. Was obviously waiting. So I was 600th in the queue. So I thought, okay, sound like I must have been just well early. Then saw the news it was delayed till 5 o'clock. So I sat there waiting for the countdown. As soon as it refreshed, 3,000. And I was just like, so I ended up waiting not too long, 45 minutes in the queue.
That's not that bad.
But it was annoying. So seats I've got is we're not far up from the away dugout.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to try and get on those two sides, but the home dugout sold out instantly. And I reckon a lot of those were probably for specific people to get them, and they sorted out between 4 and 5, like friends of the teams and everything like that.
Family.
But I remember there's 3 decent seats, obviously like not too far up, and kept saying, "Oh, there's an error." I was like, "For God's sake!" So I chose, I said, "Best seats." Puts you up somewhere else. I was like, "No, we need to be closer down." So managed to get 3 seats. I think row L, so not too far up from it as well. So
that's not bad.
it should be good, and it's all going to be behind them. So we'll hopefully be able to see stupid like conversations happening in the dugouts and stuff like that.
Vlog day.
Vlog day.
Definitely.
Well, I think that will be.
Yeah, I think it's sensational thing to go to because it's like.
Thing is the last two, what 2018, 2016, or 2015, something like that. But obviously, like I enjoyed watching YouTube then, but I never thought about what that event would be as well. Never thought about going. I sat there like I watched the whole game, watched the games, and I've always been like, oh, I'll just watch it on PC, computer, phone, wherever. But this one I just thought, do you know what? More comfortable going from London now. It's not actually a bad journey as well. Like the tube is
Charlton as well.
Yeah. So, sure, it's
They were
a big
trying to get
day.
Stamford Bridge, weren't they?
That would have been ridiculous if they could have managed that. But also, think about it in the midst of the season. There's never.
So I think it's during the international break at the end of September, isn't it? Or something like that.
Yeah, I think so, which is why they planned it. But yeah, all in all, tickets weren't even expensive, you know.
Were they not?
No, I think I was. How much was it? About 18ish quid, 15, 18
Oh, wow.
something like that. I'll double check it, but.
That's really good, actually.
Well,
Yeah, I
I
think
think
the
there's
most-
like MK Dons tickets, like 20 quid a ticket at the moment.
But then you are watching professional football.
I wouldn't call MK Dons professional football, man.
They're still in the third, fourth highest league, aren't they?
Ah.
They're in League One now, aren't they?
Yeah, they're second bottom after 2 games.
Yeah, you can't say that.
They were predicted to get 100 points this season by a lot of people. It's a great start. Yeah, that's going to be a great event. That's going to be a very, very good event.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, especially just to see how well they get run and everything like that. Like, I think the atmosphere is going to be great because the fans, like, they bloody love them, don't they? Like, and I haven't actually read anything about leaks about who's going to be playing or anything like that.
ISO Speed's going to be there.
That guy, bloody hell! All I keep seeing, I keep going through like YouTube reels. And it's just constant of that one where he shoulder barged that kid off the ball.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh my god. And obviously he's clearly not, I
It's
want
a
to say he's
character.
clearly not that bad in real life.
It's a character because you see it when he breaks character fully when he sets off fireworks in his bedroom.
That was bloody ridiculous, wasn't it? Well, did you see, I saw one where he Instagram live KSI. KSI answered and he was like, oh, I'm a big fan. And just sat there like, that's crazy. Like, you forget that about these guys because he's young, isn't he? Like 18, 19, 20, something like that. 18?
20, I think.
20. But you forget that. Like, they're just starting off and he's luckily gone viral for a lot of his streaming and stuff like that and then kind of gone from there. But you forget about that. But yeah, sorry, so ISO Speed's going to be there.
Logan Paul announced it.
What, he's going to be playing?
Logan Paul's playing.
Yes.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
As
What team though?
So I think the All-Star team's mainly American. So I can see the Impulsive boys being there.
But would you not play with Sidemen?
Because he is in a lot of side
Yeah,
videos.
It's those
Let's
collabs
face
at
it.
the moment.
You could probably say it as a JJ versus Logan thing again. Or it could literally be UK versus USA.
Yeah, but I think
which was kind of what the last, last one, the second one was when they had like Castro and all that lot.
Yeah, but then you have to think,
And
didn't they
Rice
have
Guy.
they had Chris MD, Cal Freezy, a few of those were on the YouTube All Stars team. So I think they'll have a mix of it. It won't be nationality. It won't be national, but I reckon Logan would play in the Sidemen team.
I reckon so, with the amount of collapse he's been doing with them at the moment.
Yeah, because they'll have your classics.
You can have the
No,
things.
what?
You'll have a few people on just going between the two teams anyway, won't you? Like, but
Well, we know you're gonna have like, your likes of MD and all, Chris MD, and that.
he'll have to be on the other team though, won't he? He always is.
I think fucking because Harry's been pushing it to be like the troops and a few of the other boys.
Oh really?
Like Chippo Crimes and all that lot to be on the Sidemen team.
Oh bloody hell.
I'm so excited.
Who else is rumored then so far? Supposed to be.
Those are the only two I know so far. I've been trying to keep up on like sidecasts and stuff like that, but they have not let anything go. Like they're genuinely like keeping it tight. I think it would be like one of those like I think Spencer FC would probably be there.
Maybe it will be like announced like a couple of days before, so
I
we're
think-
all in respect of who's gonna play.
This is. I'm a very happy boy when I have sides.
The garlic mate is really nice actually. I've never had it. I've always gone
It's
for the
vegan.
teriyaki.
What I will say back is I understand how a full meal fills you up because I should not eat those waffle fries first. They're very
That's
thin.
what I'm saying.
Yeah, decent sized portion. But okay, we didn't really touch on the JJ Jake thing, have we? So they've verbally agreed to fight. For 100% of the purse will go to the winner, and it's potentially going to be at Wembley.
Wait until the contract negotiations talk.
Because I can
Then we'll
guarantee
see
you,
that
Jake
Yeah.
will not do it.
No. I don't think either of them would do 100%.
I think JJ would.
I don't think he would.
Because it will give him something else to fight for.
Yeah.
Now, let's
What
face it, that man lost 3.5 million in a day on crypto. And sat there and
True.
actually watched it go.
Yeah, true.
I think I've only had like 4 of these and I'm like full. Well, that's a good thing, I suppose.
No, 100%. But, yeah. We just need to wait to see the actual negotiation, don't we? Like, it's all good them both saying it all on socials.
Because you could have a stacked undercard on that. Get Gibb to fight whoever.
You get those
Get
people.
Logan to fight on it.
Because he's, Logan's training for a fight, hasn't announced it yet. But
He hasn't announced who, but he's training again, which will be good. There's one fight I'd love to see. Just because, and it'll probably be like a Jake warm-up fight for that fight. Dylan Dennis.
Yep.
Oh, the way he's talking smack as well. For a man that
It
it's
just
alright.
it depends how they're going to do it though, set it up, isn't
One
it?
of those
'Cause
are mac and cheese ones, I think.
one of the things
Can
that
you let me bite into it and see?
Oh no, it's the jalapeno cheese. Not a fan. You don't like jalapenos, do you?
I am, but I have to be in the mood for jalapeno.
Not the one for you.
Is that rubbish?
Yeah, it's banging.
I think one of the things, and obviously he's not, but will they go for just YouTubers or things like that again? Because obviously that was some of the best bits about the original boxing events, and obviously there's a lot of socials out there and everything. It could be different, like
Or are they going to mix it up?
yeah,
That would be quite interesting to see.
yeah. But I think is
I don't think they can do that.
The boxing community already hates what's going on, don't they? Like, as in the hardcore fans.
Yeah, but this is the thing. The boxing, I'm going to say this straight. The boxing and the UFC and fucking kickboxing, whatever it is, right? These fans are the bitchiest fans I think I fucking know. I'm in that sort of thing, like, you can't say shit about their favourite fighter because they'll fucking cry about it for as long as they can. Right? I remember saying, I don't think Deontay Wilder's a good fighter. I'll happily say that. He's got knockout power, I just don't think he's a good fighter. Right? The amount of arguments that I've had with people, it's childish. Because they weren't, like, the man got beaten 3 fights in a row by the same guy. Constantly. Comfortably.
But I'd argue you get that with football fans.
Yeah, but football fans are idiots. We're football fans, we're idiots.
Well,
No comment.
but no, I think there is part of it where it's got more. I think boxing's got more clout because of these influencers doing it now.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of it, and I think that's the bit I can 100% understand to a degree. Is if these fights are getting more views and more payouts, and professionals dedicating to it, that's the bit where I can completely get the point of view, because it's like imagine they started trying to do like a football league and stuff like that, and end up getting paid more than Prem players. Not that it's ever happened because they're on a bloody ton of money anyway, but do you know what I mean? Yeah. It's the same concept, isn't it? Of taking a sport where people work hard every day to do it, and especially boxing it's not like you have a fight 1 week and a fight another couple of weeks. You need to keep training, conditioning.
Well, depending, because you get a lot of like journeymen who will literally go fight Saturday, fight Saturday, fight Saturday, fight Saturday, and make sure they don't get knocked out so they can keep doing that because they've got to pay bills at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Where I understand the boxing fanatics fucking hatred of it. I get it. But it's bringing more eyes on, like Eddie Hearn said, it's bringing more eyes on boxing.
Yeah.
By putting World Championship boxing on the undercard, like they did last time with JJ Logan. You had your, you had good fighters on there, and you were sort of doing hopefully a few of these people watching this actually like these guys and want to watch them constantly and become fans of the sport.
But that's what he started as, didn't he? That was the whole point Eddie Hearn said that first time about it, wasn't it? Yeah. But I'd argue you haven't had that many.
Yeah, I've got your hair in my burger.
But I'd argue I don't necessarily think it's, obviously I don't watch boxing, but I haven't seen a massive influx in it, if you know what I mean, like of new fans and stuff like that.
That's why I think it will strictly be YouTuber/influencer based.
Yeah, I agree, and I think that'd be better for it to keep the
separate.
Yeah, and I'm not saying professional side of the sport because I understand they're doing it from a professional aspect as a professional fight.
Yeah.
But actually keeping those people who are out and out boxers and only boxers, keep it separate for the time being, like, and then as you start to get people more interested, we already touched points before on like Tommy and Jake and stuff like that. Obviously,
Jake would absolutely fucking batter
him again.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like when you get into that realm, then you can look at, okay, well, how do you get the both to
kind of
go?
join together.
But you need to really have that. And the only reason that fight would have worked as well is still, as much as he's a boxer, Tommy has become an influencer as well
especially because of Love Island and being the winner.
He's not a proper. He is a proper boxer.
He's a boxing man.
But he's not like, he hasn't started.
He's not started from boxing. We know him from Love Island.
Yeah, he's had his boxing career.
This is the thing. This is why another reason why I say Tommy is not a fighter. He's the B side to his own missus. She's the A side in that relationship. Everyone knows him through her.
But I think that's what happens though.
Yeah, but his career.
He tries to go back to his boxing career instead of going through what Molly did. Was she went and got a deal with Pretty Little Thing.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Stuff like that, and now she's become the face of adverts and bits like that, and
So
out on the limelight.
here's where I'm gonna.
He went behind more.
Here's where I'm gonna completely try and debuckle your point there. AJ, would you not say he is almost as big a influencer now as he is a boxer?
But would you argue that about any of the mainstream guys? Do you know what I mean? Like, but what I mean is AJ got to the actual pinnacle of his career, like the top of his game, to then start being able to do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Where if you look at Tommy, he was still relatively a nobody, but he then did that influence a bit, but still went back into the shadow for a bit. You didn't see him. The only snaps you got was him and Molly May, and that was because Molly May was going down that route of an influencer. Before Love Island, she was even doing her own little bits on YouTube, wasn't she? So
yeah, but then we've also got the thing of, yes, he's done that, but have any of his actual fights been good fights? And every time I've seen him,
he's on 2 twice.
have you got? Oh, you've got.
I
You've
went
gone
to
for the
the
wins.
XIX.
The XIX Buffalo.
And then
That's the look on your face then was pure fear.
I know. Money's getting that.
I'll get.
Yeah. Every time I've seen him fight, he hasn't impressed me.
No.
It's like I've watched Adam Azim fight,
I'm very
Is it
sorry,
great?
it's itching wrong.
who's a great fighter in Adam Azim, who's knocking people out within seconds of fighting them. Even Journeyman that Tommy's also fighting, he's knocking them out comfortably. Right? If Tommy's wants to be the fighter that he's supposed to be, you can't be, as his brother would say, dossing around with nobodies. You need to be getting people in there, getting them out, and making a name for yourself as a fighter.
Yeah, but I think as well is that's where he was still going. He was still going on the career path he was doing before Love Island.
He's gone back to it. It's not like he's just.
He hasn't jumped up and said, right, who's title challenger? Because he hasn't earned that yet.
Oh.
He's still so early. He was what, 22, 23. He's still well early into his career. Boxers hit their peak at what? Late 20s?
Yeah, I know,
sort of
but
thing?
this is the thing. I'm seeing boxers who are under Tommy overtake Tommy comfortably. Vidal Riley is one of them. Everyone rated Tommy higher than Vidal. Now Vidal is winning fights comfortably, getting good knockouts, and fighting and getting bigger purses than Tommy.
So do you think Vidal would lose to Jake Paul?
No. Not a chance.
Just making sure you didn't have too many screws loose, but...
But I can get Tommy's last few fights up. He just doesn't look good.
I haven't actually seen enough of them, so I cannot comment.
But yeah, again, we'll move off the boxing talk. The way you eat wings actually impresses me. You don't leave any meat on a wing.
No, I haven't been as impressed with these. It's actually quite spicy.
For you?
Yeah, I'm a Nando's medium.
Yeah, they have soaked it in sauce.
That's why I said to you, I was like buffalo.
We got. You're a streamer. I'm gonna start streaming soon. We've got a big few months of games coming up. Yeah, this is a bit where a lot of people will be like, oh, they spoke about sport, they spoke about a little couple of things. Now we're getting into the gaming side of it, right? What games are you looking forward to? Talk to me. Talk to me.
Well, obviously it's sport, FIFA 23. Main thing being cross-platform. I've got a lot of friends on PS. A lot. And I'm an Xbox player. So that's one thing I'm looking forward to, is actually being able to play the game. Obviously Pokemon's coming out again. I've always been a sucker for those games whenever they come out. Haven't really kept up enough with it, but I know it's 100% one that I've been doing. Recently started playing Fall Guys. I know there's been a load of hype of it already and stuff like that, but that's been thoroughly enjoyable.
Never played it.
Honestly, I thought, I was like, oh, no way. It's kind of, like, I never got to play it, but the whole phase with, like, Among Us, for example, like, I could not tell you how many days worth of YouTube videos I've watched on that, but never played it myself.
Mate, I love the game. I still play it now. I go into lobbies just to fuck with people. It's brilliant. So yeah,
In
I do it
fairness,
constantly. It's beautiful scenes.
Among Us is probably the only one that I actually understand how to play.
And then,
But yeah, so those are my kind of top ones at the moment. Again, from a nostalgia point of view, World of Warcraft, they're doing Wrath of the Lich King being launched again, which is sort of my second expansion I played, but the first one I got fully immersed in. I'd love to have the time to play that as well if we can. And then yeah, just looking forward to anything else that really comes out. Like,
bro, I'm buzzing for Modern Warfare 2.
how could I forget that? Don't know how I forgot that. But that will be something. I'd like.
I'm gonna be the little shithouse camping noob that I fucking used to be. Just sat in the corner waiting for somebody to come around me. Bang!
I remember Modern Warfare 2 was the first Call of Duty I played. Never played anything before it. And I think it was the Black Ops that came out after it, wasn't it?
Yeah, because my first one was World at War.
Yeah, so
That game was sick.
I played, I said to myself, I was like, right, I need a nuke before I go get Black Ops. Managed to get a nuke 3 days before Black Ops came out. Like,
Fuck.
I remember just sweating, 2 of my mates on with me, like, protecting me while I was getting the kills, just because I was like, I want one at least, because
Yeah.
I enjoy my FPS, like, I love them, and I really get into them.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say, like, I'm top tier for them, like, it takes me a while and I have to religiously keep playing it to be used to it, like,
Yeah, I'm the same.
I'll jump on Warzone, jump off Warzone, go back to it a couple months later and everything's changed, I'm not up to date with it, I don't know the patches and everything.
I haven't played Warzone since we came out of lockdown. I was like playing that game nightly, getting wins on with the boys. There was one night, like, I was on with a few other mates, like we were cross-platforming it, right? And my controller broke. So all I could do was spin in a circle
As
like
I
this.
remember watching.
Just
Like,
from
I
spinning
don't
a
fully
circle.
understand gaming. I'm not a gamer, but all I could see was him going. And I'm like, Connor, is that right? Should you be doing that?
Like, my controller's broken.
But nah, that's one thing. There's so much out there that's going to be coming up, and I'm definitely going to try more variety streaming, do niche in a certain area.
Yeah.
My biggest thing is just not have a drink while streaming. I will get carried away. It will not be enjoyable for anyone.
And then you'll start snoring.
Exactly. So, yeah.
So that's not a good idea.
But energy drink man now, aren't I? So just have a couple of
We just
those.
need to get
tonight.
you back on Prime. We need to get Prime. We need to get Prime.
Yeah, back to the first topic. You know, when that will be released to the general public.
Well, the thing is, like,
It just gets sold out really quickly.
yeah, it goes like
Oh,
that, bro.
massive,
It's,
isn't it?
it hits different.
Because it's so good.
It is good. We only have
And
what,
it's-
the tropical punch and the lemon lime.
Yeah.
I love both of them.
Yeah, they're both good.
And I didn't realise it was coconut water.
Well, it's 10% coconut water, isn't it? So it's like one of those.
Yeah, but I didn't realise there was any coconut water in it.
No, it was really nice. Like, I thought the tropical punch one was gonna be, because it's got that bit of that sugary taste to it,
Yeah.
and you just instantly expect it to be full sugar and everything like that, and you know,
Yeah, and it
gritty
wasn't.
taste after, and it just wasn't.
It wasn't. It was so clean and.
It was good. Kept me
Oh.
hydrated. And let's face it, Arsenal are definitely in their prime this season. They are hydrated.
Oh my
Gabriel
goodness.
Jesus is going to be on smoke.
Here he is,
Oh,
had a
gosh.
good pre-season. Didn't
Mate,
want
he's
to be
bagging 20 goals this season. He's bagging 20 goals this season in all comps.
up. Oh, there we go.
In all comps. In all comps. And we're winning a trophy.
You're that confident.
Yeah, we're winning at least a League Cup.
Who's your starting game against in the season?
Palace.
What was the score?
Beaten 2-0 comfortably. William Saliba, man of the match.
I was going to say, I think we can.
Unbelievable game, yeah.
We'll wait until we get to top 16.
Well, let's
And then
face
we'll
it,
see.
United is supposed to be a top 6 team.
Who's better? Right, predictions. Who are your top 4?
Oh, my top 4 is comfortable. I'll tell you my top 6.
Okay, top 6.
Right, and there's going to be one of our friends that if he sees this part of the video will fucking kill me.
Okay.
City, win the league.
Mhm.
Haaland, Kevin De Bruyne, we saw it against West Ham. It's fucking disgusting.
Yep.
Liverpool,
Mm-hmm.
my third and fourth are interchangeable.
Do you think the top 2 is going to be as close as it has been, though? Or do you think
No.
City are going to run away with it?
I think City win it by 6 points.
Okay.
So tight, but not tight enough.
Yeah.
Third and fourth are interchangeable, but Arsenal then Tottenham.
Do you
West
think
Ham.
Arsenal going to come third?
Yeah. West Ham.
As long as we beat Tottenham, I don't care.
West Ham 5th.
Yeah.
Actually, no. United 5th, West Ham 6th, Chelsea 7th.
Do you think Chelsea aren't going to get? Mate,
Well-
they've made some major signings.
Who? Other than Koulibaly.
You've got Sterling as well. He's a major signing.
He's a major signing, but how he played against Everton was fucking dross. And the amount of chances he misses per game is worrying. Cucurella at 60 million. What's that about?
Yeah, that's mental. I didn't even.
That was one of those, we're going to buy him, so City don't buy him.
Yeah, but also there must be something about him for City to want him in the first place.
They want to play him as another left centre back or a left wing back. So
Yeah,
he can,
but that's where he
we-
sits in that Chelsea formation, right?
yeah, no, but Ben Chilwell was the better of the two.
No, he played left centre back though. If you think about it, Koulibaly, Cucurella, and Thiago Silva. As
Still-
Peliqueta's getting on.
Yeah, but he just signed on a 2-year deal.
Yeah,
They've
but
just
he'll-
lost Timo Werner today. I know it's not a big loss, but he
There you
does
go.
it. He's gone back to Leipzig.
I saw the rumours, but I didn't know it'd been confirmed
Yeah,
yet.
got confirmed today.
What? She's going to become the best Bundesliga.
Best thing ever.
Yep.
Yeah, but it works like that with some of those players. Yeah, I don't think Chelsea. I'm not a big fan of Tommy Tuchel.
No.
Usual.
Yeah, but
Not a big fan.
I don't see him falling. I don't see him finishing below United.
But this is the thing with United. I trust Ten Hag more as a tactical manager than I do Tuchel.
Yeah, but if you think about
And-
last season, think about Chelsea when they were up there in terms of favourites until about mid-season when they started bottling it. But
They were up there till about October, and then like it just fell apart because Lukaku went, I want to go back to Inter. But this is the thing for me is, I don't trust Tuchel. If I'm honest with you, I can see him getting sacked this season.
you won't go Sam.
I was surprised they beat Everton.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. But there are a lot of first performances that weren't great.
But they're one of those sides. I don't trust Jorginho in midfield pivot.
Mm-hmm.
He's good on the ball. He keeps the ball ticking over, but he needs someone better alongside.
Do you know what? I was surprised that Kante started
Yeah.
because he didn't finish off well last season.
No.
But he did well.
He must have had a good pre-season. Does that intro? Plus, the way Arsenal handled them in pre-season, and Tuchel turned around and just went, "Yeah, we're well off it. We're distance off it at the moment." He sort of, it was a bit worrying, because that game it was 4-0 Arsenal, could be 10.
Yeah, that pre-season
Like-
game, wasn't it?
That was worrying, and then the way they played against them, they weren't convincing either. Like you can win 1-0 and be convincing. That was not a convincing performance.
No.
And to only score one goal against probably
Yeah,
the
but
worst,
Everton
one of the
have got-
worst keepers in the league, apart from he's in an England shirt. Because Pickford in an England shirt is a different animal. Right, Pickford at Everton is dross.
The other thing though, Everton lacked was their striker.
Yeah.
With Calvert-Lewin being out,
Again,
Richarlison obviously gone to Spurs to sit on the bench,
yeah.
and then you had
Kulusevski looks decent this year again.
he was looking.
He looks dangerous.
That's where I think Spurs will be in that top 400.
I think it's Arsenal top and top 4. I don't see. Chelsea could finish 5th if they're lucky.
Yeah.
If they get their shit together, if Mason Mount has a good season, if Captain America has a good season, like, could happen.
Yeah.
But the reason
No,
I
I
think
would
United
say
finish above
Arsenal
them as
get
well,
top 4.
the reason I think United also finish above them is the Ronaldo factor. Ronaldo can turn a game on his own. He did it against Arsenal last season. He did it against Spurs last season. He did it in those games where it was like, my team need me to carry him, I'll carry him.
Yeah, but this is the thing though.
And I don't see him going.
He won't press.
No.
He doesn't press.
That means you've got to change your system around him because you can't bench him. You can't bench him.
But the thing is he's a
you
37-year-old.
You cannot start Martial above that man. You cannot start Rashford above that man. Rashford doesn't want to play as number 9 and he isn't good enough to play as number 9.
No, I agree.
Martial wasn't good enough to be in the squad last year.
But he's 37 years old.
Yeah, he's not going to play every minute of every game.
I just think it's the wrong way that teams do it nowadays. You can't be building
around
a young squad around an old player who's got a year.
We did it with Aubameyang and fucked him off in January because he was that much of a dick.
Yeah, but do you know what I mean? It's like I think if they start doing that and stop, if they should now be preparing to play without him. If he plays,
we saw how poor they were against Brighton without him.
Agreed, but again, there were some questionable decisions in terms of that.
Brighton should have had a penalty.
Yep.
So it could have been 3. Pascal Gross ruined Lisandro Martinez and so did Danny Welbeck.
You know, he didn't look that great for his first game, did he, Martinez?
And this is the thing.
In general.
Arsenal wouldn't go above, I think it was 40 million, and he can play CDM, left back, centre back, cool. Play multiple role, and they want him all there for. Man United paid 56.7 million.
Yeah, but you know, they always do.
It's the United tax. Right. It's the United tax. And people were blaming Harry Maguire again. He didn't have that bad a game.
No, he's got such a bad rep now, though, doesn't he? Like,
by his standards, it was an okay game. McTominay doesn't know what to do in the midfield.
No.
I was surprised he didn't start Donny van der Beek.
Because I saw a clip, just a 30-second clip of this is what Donny can do. And they played it out to him just to backwards, like flick over the defence, like split the defence for the force to go through. And I sat there like, you see those moments of brilliance with him.
Yeah.
But he never gets more than 25, 30 minutes. Or
so there has to be something about him. There has to be. Or Scott McTominay and Fred have dirt on the Glazers. That's the only other way I can see this happening.
100%.
But yeah, that's my top 7. I think Chelsea finished 7th. I don't see him finishing higher than 5th. I see him finishing as low as 7th.
Sorry to interrupt. Breaking news: Olivia Newton-John's died.
Who?
Greece. Sandy.
Never watched Greece.
I watched Greece, but I didn't know that was her name.
Who discussed?
I've never watched Greece and don't even plan to. But yeah, it's a shame that she's died.
I will make you watch Greece.
I will never watch Greece.
You will be watching.
You will.
I'll sleep on the streets with watch Greece. Trust me about that.
Okay, go.
Yeah.
Go on then.
But yeah, my bottom 3, pretty simple. Bournemouth bottom, rock bottom.
Do you think?
They had a good win against Villa.
Thing is, yeah.
But I just think their squad's too weak. I don't think they've built enough. Plus, I hate their stadium. 11,500 that can fit into that. That's not a Premier League stadium. Fuck off back to the Championship and be happy down there. So.
That is quite small if you think about it.
And then I'm going. I don't know. I think Southampton go this year.
Do you think?
I think Southampton go a bit like how Burnley went last year.
Yeah.
And my last one, just purely because of one signing, 2 signings actually. Nottingham Forest. I think they've given Lingard £200 a week for a year is stupid.
That's ridiculous. As soon as I
as
saw he was the lowest rated player in that game.
Yeah. And Dean Henderson, just because of the absolute arrogance of the prick.
Yeah, but you can't.
I'm not even a United fan, it pissed me off.
Yeah, it's like throwing a little paddy, wasn't it? Like a public paddy.
It was a massive, like turning around and going, well, I was promised to be Manchester United's number 1. You got injured, had COVID, and David Hay had one of the best seasons he's had in about 5 years. So like, he outplayed you. Be happy.
Oh no, 100%. But I think as well, there is that United where they're just trying to keep him at the club because they see him as a future long-term keeper. But
well, he's gone on loan with it's an option on obligation to buy, isn't it? So we'll see how that goes. So what's yours? What are you saying? Give me your top 6, 7, and then give me your bottom 3.
I'm probably very similar top 6, 7 to you. Yeah, Man City, Liverpool. I'd go Spurs, Chelsea, Arsenal. And then I'd stick with the United, then West Ham, just missing out again. I think, don't get me wrong, they're against a very good City side. And they had some moments of, like some spells and moments of brilliance, but they just were not on the mark. But again, I think first game of the season, we don't know how other teams can. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot there.
And plus, they made some good signings. West Ham made some good signings.
Yeah, no, I'd agree. But then bottom three to go now. This is where
it gets tasty.
So I agree with Nottingham Forest.
I just want it purely for the Dean Henderson factor.
I know they had a strong start against Liverpool, but I don't think Fulham will stay up.
Yeah, for me, Fulham could just stay up because I think Mitro's going to be on fire this year.
Yeah, but I don't know whether they just
have and stuff like that.
Yeah, but I don't know whether they just had the hype of the first game at home, first game back up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they've got. I think Fulham, Nottingham, and I think Bournemouth will stay. Just trying to think who would be my last one.
I think Leeds could be down there. I think they've lost a couple of big players, but Tyler Adams is a bowler.
Yeah, but you do. That's Leeds, top at Leeds.
Then Leeds is the bottom. 3.
Yeah, because I think as well, if you look at
she was only 73.
who they've missed, lost by Lee Phillips.
Yeah.
Didn't they?
Phillips, Rafinha.
That's what I was going to say. They were two, and I don't think they're going to get that quality back in. Not this transfer. Maybe in the January, but it depends on how they're performing as well.
Yeah, I can see Wolves going down as well, or being in and around there. Losing Connor Cody today is massive.
Yeah, that's a very good point as well. I didn't think about Wolves. I think Wolves will just keep up, mainly for Kurt. But
mainly for Kurt. Okay, I think we're going to wrap this up now because it's been a bit of a long video.
Yeah.
For you lot to sit through, so you probably watch it in about 2 seconds.
And we did say we're going to stop talking about sport and proceeded to go back to sport. So
This is what I live with.
yes.
Well, I did try and move in with Tom, but apparently that wasn't on.
Yeah.
So we're in a new flat. There's going to be more videos coming soon. I actually have a video from April that I need to actually edit, which is a woodwork challenge, which was a very, very fun video to film. But yeah, please like, subscribe. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subs at some point. If I do hit it, fuck it, I'll get something stupid tattooed on me. Why not? Even better, I'll let someone tattoo me. I'll let whoever. If it's a YouTuber, I'll let them do their YouTube brand, their clothing brand, their whatever. I'll let someone random tattoo me if I hit 1,000 subs. I'm in. But yeah, make sure you like the video, subscribe. There's plenty more coming, and we'll see you next time.
Peace.